Now, late last week, the Indian advertising industry was greeted with some rather encouraging news. Vikram Sakhuja, the CEO of Group M India and South Asia, was named the global CEO of Maxus. What is further interesting about this announcement is that for the first time in the history of advertising, a global agency CEO will be based in India. To understand the move better and get a sense of how this panned out and what it means for the advertising industry in India, I caught up with the man himself, Vikram Sakhuja. Thank you so much for joining us, Vikram.
It's a pleasure.
Firstly, many congratulations. Not only is it, a personal achievement, but it's also an achievement for the Indian advertising industry because we hear that you're going to be the global CEO of Maxus based out of India.
Hey, thanks. Great feeling.
Was this in the works for a while?
It was sometime in June when the global president of Group M, Dominic, he came and approached me and asked whether I'd be interested, and of course I was. It's a great honor. It's a great, very exciting job, and I have been doing the Group M South Asia job now for 6 years. So while I was not tired of my current job, this opportunity was great, so I just lapped it up.
The other very interesting thing about your elevation is that, not only will you be heading a global media agency, but you're going to be based out of India. So that's really a first. How did you, manage to get that negotiated with Dominic, or was that a part that he offered?
Actually, no negotiation there. It was pretty casual. Dominic comes and asks me where I'd like to be located, and I wondered whether it was possible to stay on in India and do it. And he didn't even think for it for more than 30 seconds. And he said, "Yeah, why not?" So it's as simple as that. And I think it's really a realization of today's world reality that geographic boundaries are blurring. So we've got large operations in Maxus in the States, in Europe, England, and of course in Asia. We have got a pretty large presence in Asia across India, of course, which is very large, China, Australia, a whole lot of other Southeast Asian markets. So it's actually it's truly a global company without any one epicenter, so to speak. So I think that way even for Mumbai is a pretty central place to actually navigate the Maxus world.
Tell me, if the global CEO sits in India, does that mean that automatically the Maxus headquarters also shifts to India?
No, it doesn't. Because all it means is that the CEO is based in India. My CFO, for example, for Maxus, he's in Singapore as it turns out. And we've got other key people who've got other global responsibilities in various other offices. So, in fact, as it turns out, our global head of talent, the way we've got it out here for, is actually a colleague of mine from Group M in India who's based in Delhi. So there are other global roles in Maxus which are either in the US, in Italy, or in England. So it's actually a pretty global company without any one headquarter where all the so-called global staff sits.
You already have an international portfolio with you, also very, very familiar with the South Asian market. How has mindset and the business environment changed with this so-called slowdown of the BRIC and the fact that India has lost its most promising position amongst the BRIC nations?
This year has been a bit slow. It was a bit slower than what we expected. It's definitely not as slow as it was in 2008-9, and I would believe the second half of 2012 we expected to grow much faster for a number of reasons as compared to the first half of 2012. So yes, but to some extent the macroeconomic sentiments do trickle down, and we definitely are not immune from that. But it's more linked to what happens in India.
You've been heading Group M for 6 years. If you juxtapose Group M with the other media agencies, how do you think you are differentiated and have an advantage over the others?
Within India, I don't think the parent company has really taken birth while it's showing signs of doing it. And I think that's fundamental. Because Mindshare, Maxus, MEC, Mediacom, Motivator, these are the agencies, and they are getting powered by Group M. So I would like to think that the advantage that we've been able to provide, one has been in this entire buying or trading piece, and that's fundamental because that's the reason why we really consolidate in the first place. And it comes from what I call intelligent application of scale. It's not just trying to be an 800-pound gorilla trying to just maraud through the market. It is much more do it try to do things where it can be win-win to the extent possible, where media owners may get a bit irritated with you, but they don't downright hate you, because somewhere along the line they feel that we are also trying to work something for them, as well as, of course, trying to work something for our clients. So there has been a lot of stuff which has gone into the way we structured our buying, put in the analytics into buying, put in tools, put in a whole lot of buying practices, and that has been at a common level which has really helped the entire group. Entire other area has been the entire back-end commercial and the operation piece. It sounds a boring part, but I think it's sometimes the most critical. You win and lose. Actually, you may not win businesses because of your ops, but you definitely lose businesses because of poor ops. The other one which I think we've done a lot of work is in talent development. So whether it is just pure training, whether it is setting up normal HR systems from performance management to career to just developing personal development, and not the least, I think we try to build new products.
Thank you so much, Vikram. All the very best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Not only have you made yourself proud, but the entire advertising industry.
You